Ari Berman has written a courageous book called Herding Donkeys: To Fight, to Rebuild the Democratic Party and Reshape American Politics. At a time when many progressives are considering slitting their wrists, I offer an alternative, which is to read Ari's book. It's not only smart, there's lots of things I didn't know that I learned, and it really does give us a larger perspective, and one that we're all going to need to work hard on going forward. So, Herding Donkeys takes a radical point of view. It talks about the fact that the campaign was transformative primarily because it was bottoms up. You want to talk about that?
Absolutely. Well, the real story to me of the Obama campaign, the story that I thought wasn't being told by all the other Obama books, was the story of this incredible grassroots mobilization that really defined Barack Obama's campaign, how it changed politics, and then what would happen to that grassroots movement after his campaign. And that's what I was so interested in. That's what I explore in the book.
There was a couple of quotes. I mean, there was lots of great things in the book, but one particular, somebody, a representative, I think it was from North Carolina, talked about the 50-state strategy. And when Obama got in, the expectation was it would be the 50-state strategy on steroids, but it's become more like it's on Ambien.
Yeah.
How do you explain that?
Well, you remember when Howard Dean took over the Democratic Party in this stunning turn of events after his campaign, he did this 50-state strategy, which was all about rebuilding the Democratic Party in red and blue states alike and challenging the model that the Washington consultants would pick just 16 states and all the money would go there. And Dean says, no, we want to try to rebuild the party everywhere to elect as many Democrats as possible. And that was a seemingly simple but very radical idea, in fact, and Barack Obama tried to drastically expand on that during his campaign. And then afterwards, people thought, okay, well, Obama's got all these organizers, he's got all this money, and he's going to really expand this. But instead what they did is they dismissed all the organizers. So in fact, what should have been this incredible opportunity to really reshape the political map, instead, I think, really was a missed opportunity thus far.
One of the quotes was, here's the policy, go out and support it. Is that still accurate, and can it change?
Well, I think it needs to change, because I think there was a lot of Obama supporters that wanted to be involved after the election, that wanted to help him, but there was no way they could actually push the Obama apparatus.
And if you were in charge, what would you do going forward?
Well, I think Obama has to be careful about cutting too many deals with Republicans, because he can get sucked in. Trying to triangulate with the Tea Party Congress might be very difficult. The entire agenda might get dragged so far to the right that it really undermines the core issues that he said he would stand for. So I think the question is, can he get his own supporters inspired to really fight for some policies and start to have that mix of grassroots and establishment? And if he can do that, then I think he'll be in much better shape in 2012, as opposed to looking like he's now the party of Washington, the party of the status quo, which is not where he and Democrats wanted to be.